Greetings from Haguenau, France. We stopped here overnight and was about to give up on finding any details of the movements of Easy Company here in Haguenau. And then as we were checking out of our hotel, I spotted this sitting on the information desk. It's a little brochure produced by the local tourism office. It's incredibly well done. Gives some information on who they are, but inside, lo and behold, if I can get it open, there's pictures of the events from the miniseries and the actual places that they recreated. And it talks about the film crew came here to replicate some of the buildings for the miniseries. Sorry about the bad shadows. And you can see this building here is the one that was blown up partly in the episode, and of course time means everything. Here it is right here. This is going to be the 2-cent high-speed tour, getting out when we can, staying in the car when we can't. So that's that one, which is the house on the corner of the railway bridge and the road to Strasbourg, which in the miniseries was recreated fairly faithfully, as you can see. And I believe that's the one that blew up. So obviously it's been nicely fixed. And this is on the southwest side of town. Over here is where they cross the river. So it's a little bit different than it's portrayed in the miniseries because of space. Everything's a lot closer in the miniseries. This is quite a bit further through town, if this is indeed where they came from. All right, we'll go to number 4 next, which is a war memorial, which is this guy right here. And then number 8, here again, sorry for the bad shadows. The sun is not cooperating. Number 8 is the barracks described by Stephen Ambrose in the book, I guess, where the guys were billeted when they were here in town. According to my guide map, this is the mansion near the river where the cellar is featured, which would be the scenes where they take the wounded down to the cellar. So apparently this is where Easy based part of their movements near the river. Okay, here is a memorial on the side of the river commemorating where the Allies crossed. And I'm not sure if this is where Easy Company did their boat trip across the river. It's so noisy here. Hey, come back, you! Anyway, this seems to be where everybody comes to look. There's a beaver down here in the river, which is rather interesting. It's not much more than a glorified creek. And then just on the other side of this bridge is where they that mansion is, where the cellar is featured in the miniseries. So you get a feeling for the lay of the land here. And according to the map that I was given, that doesn't really show troop movements. This is the front line, the middle of the river. So if the cellar of the mansion, which is on this side of the river, is over there on the far side of this intersection, then that would mean this was the German side of the river over here. So we're right here on the edge of the border with Germany, or at least back then it was. I think we might have a bit further to go to actually get to Germany in present times, but there it is. On the western side, excuse me, the eastern side of Haguenau is where we are. And if you see here, we cross the river and we leave Haguenau. So 74 years ago, give or take, there were some paratroopers crossing this river in rubber boats. Well, my tour guide has escorted me to the German side of the line, so I figured I'd take the advantage over here. Just in the middle of the picture, that's the back of that memorial plaque, which, by the way, is in French, no English. Well, what do you expect? So this is maybe where they made their way into the German outposts. I don't have information on the exact locations thereof. Looks like we're doing a walk along the block. It could have been one of these houses, perhaps, one of those German outposts that blew up, although the house that we saw closer to the railroad station, which is on the southwest side of town, is the one featured in the miniseries as blowing up. But that doesn't make sense because that would have been on the Allies side of the line. So a bit of research to be done. If anyone wants to comment and straighten me out, you're more than welcome to. Looks like we're doing a loop around the block. My tour guide escorting me. Uh-oh, he's gone. He's disappeared. Where'd you go? He's disappeared. Ah, you scared me. I wonder if it's right here. Could have been.